Hello YouTube, this is shintigercurl, that dude in the straw hat, bringing you yet another wrestling review. I'm of course joined by my faithful cohort and future internet superstar, Joe. Say hi, Joe. He's a bit drunk. Why is he a bit drunk? Well, tonight was Monday night. You know what that means. Time for some Raw. Last week, Vince McMahon was basically fired from his position as chairman of the board, and now we enter the first Raw of the Triple H era of the WWE. How will that stack up? I got my notes. Let's get started. Raw opens, ominously enough, with the final match of the WWE title tournament, pitting Rey Mysterio against The Miz. Now, I will say this at the same time. Barack Obama and the Speaker of the House, Boehner something or other, were giving speeches about the upcoming debt crisis that we're facing. And throughout most of the night, you will hear Jerry the King Lawler talk about Obama and other stuff. Okay, listen here, Jerry Lawler. I'm a lifelong fan. I respect what you've done, but until the day that Barack Obama gets on camera and tells you how to wrestle and commentate a match, keep his name out your mouth, or he'll come up there and slap it out of you. Seriously, you're starting to make me like Cole, and I hate you for it. Anyway, this was a great match. I know there were some haters in my last video who talk about how Miz was champion and he doesn't deserve. Well, look, the motherfucker deserves it. He's paid his dues. So if you don't think Miz should be champion, then you're not a real wrestling fan, because he has paid his dues enough. Basically, in the end, Rey Mysterio wins. He becomes world champion. Alberto Del Rio comes out immediately to try to cash in on it, but Rey still has some fight left in him and fights him off, and sends Alberto Del Rio staggering to the back. Commercial break, and Rey comes back, and everyone is celebrating. Zack Ryder sighting. I know Joe was happy about that. He made me do it, not me. Anyway, then John Cena comes up and gives the congratulations. That's sort of like the kiss of death, Rey. Enjoy that title while you can. You're not going to be holding it very much longer. And that's not a spoiler, that's just fact. Next up, next match. Dolph Ziggler versus Evan Bourne. This is Dolph's debut in his new theme song, which is a rock rendition, a more rocky, heavier rendition of his song, I Am Perfection. This is a good, decent match. Evan Bourne is still a very underrated superstar. But it ends when Dolph locks in his sleeper hold. After that, he screams on the mic, "Follow that!" I'm digging his new attitude, but he's still got a long way to go before he's main event material. Next up, we have a fucking segment with Keith Stone. Why? Next up, Divas Tag match. Melina and Malise versus Eve Torres and Kelly, or as Legato says, the female John Cena. This match is what you would expect from any kind of Divas match. Especially with Kelly. My gosh, she's terrible. It kind of makes me want to watch the knockouts, and that's saying something. Eve and Kelly wins. Who gives a flying fuck? Next up, Triple H comes out to give a state of the WWE address. First, he thanks Vince and says it was not personal when he took over as the new chairman, the new chief operations officer for the WWE. He also states that tonight, for his first act, he congratulates Rey Mysterio on winning, and tonight he will be defending his title against. Now, who will he be defending against? I know. It will be Rey Mysterio defending against John Cena. That's right. A 2-hour title reign for Rey Mysterio. Anyway, he also says that tonight he will be bringing back a very beloved name in the WWE. The one that everyone was chanting for. Everyone was originally calling it CM Punk, but it turns out it's Jim Ross, which I'm happy for, because I love Jim Ross. Jim comes out, JR comes out, and Cole is adamant. He said he gets on the table and rants and raves about how he refuses to sit next to Jerry the King Lawler, and he's willing to walk out. Triple H says, well, if you're going to walk out, fine, that's cool, but if you walk out, you lose any kind of benefits you'll have. And he's like, oh, no, wait, that's okay, I'm not going to walk out, I'm not going to walk out. He's like, okay, I'll give you till this Friday on SmackDown, but you're relieved of your duties tonight. No, I'll do my job. No, I said you're relieved of your duties, which means you're going to have to go back into the back and put on some gear because you got a match tonight. So Michael Cole complains that he doesn't have any gear, but Triple H says he has some that he can borrow. So Michael Cole runs to the back. R-Truth comes out, ranting and raving and talking to invisible people about how Triple H is a part of the conspiracy against him, since it was heights and spiders that cost him the Money in the Bank match. Triple H asks him who the hell he's talking to. R-Truth says no one. Then Triple H counters back by talking to some invisible people, which gets on Truth's nerves. So I gotta say that's pretty cool. So anyway, as he's leaving, he says that tonight someone else wants a piece of him, someone he's just bringing back. Turns out, it's John Morrison. That's right, the sex is back, and he's pissed. And he takes it to R-Truth and his little buddies with some Starship Pain. Welcome back, sexy. We've missed you. Next up, Cole comes out dressed in Triple H's old attire and comes out to King of Kings, one of his old theme musics. And he's spitting out water, which looks like a little pus bump that's spitting out. It's Cole Waterface. So who is Michael Cole going to be facing tonight? None other than Long Island Ice Z himself, the internet champion, Zack Ryder. Yes, I know, Joe. Hold on a second. Woo, woo, woo. You know it. Okay, can I get back to the review now? Yes, you can. I feel good tonight. Sorry about that. Joe insisted I do it. Anyway, Zack Ryder makes short work of Michael Cole, who looks like someone who had just shitted his pants in front of his ninth grade recital. Next up, a rematch from last week's tournament. Alberto Rio versus Kofi Kingston. This is a pretty good match, pretty decent. I liked it a lot, but in the end, Alberto Del Rio wins with a cross arm breaker. Next up, Miz is backstage and he is pissed off, and he pretty much says what we're all thinking, that John Cena automatically gets a rematch, even though he wasn't in the tournament. Even though it's true that Cena got us into this mess. So pretty much he's telling the truth. Last match, John Cena versus Rey Mysterio. Now, it was a good enough match, but anyone with half a brain cell knew that John Cena was going to win. And he does, completely no-selling an injured leg from earlier. What the fuck? WWE, how could you do this shit? It's bad enough that you do it, that you make the entire WWE tournament inconsequential and meaningless, but to do it to Rey Mysterio of all people? The guy is on his way out, and you couldn't show him enough respect to at least give him a week-long title run? You had to put him at the likes of Dolph Ziggler for having among the shortest title runs in WWE history? 2 hours? You could now, if you had given him a week or something, I could understand that. But 2 hours? 2 hours, and you automatically have to give the belt back to Cena. You might as well have just foregone the entire tournament and just said, you know what, Cena? Here, take the belt. You didn't do anything to earn it, but here, take it anyway. It's bullshit. And all those fans out there that I'm hating on Cena, I respect the hell out of him, like Rock and Punk do. I just don't like the way he is booked. And now he's just been all but handed a title at the expense of Rey Mysterio. Fucking disgusting. I should boycott Raw for this. Wait a minute. Cult of Personality? What kind of theme song is that? Who would use that for a theme song? I mean, only other person who's ever used cult of personality as a theme song is CM Punk! CM Punk! CM Punk! CM Punk! That's right. CM Punk walks out to a tremendous ovation and gets in the ring to face Cena, holding up the true world title. That's right, Cena. You may have superseded your way to a title run, but you're not the world champion. You're not the true world champion. That belongs to fucking CM Punk. He's the true champion of the WWE, and yeah, and I hope he shows it. I hope he says so next week. So that's Raw. My thoughts. It was good. Could have been better. Matches were good and pretty decent. Divas match was just terrible. The Keith Stone segment was useless and pointless and a waste of time. But it's good to have good old JR back. Cena becoming champion again, a fucking insult to anyone's intelligence. But Punk is back. So that's good enough for me. So, I'd watch it, but just don't get too upset when you see Cena win. It just sucks. But anyway, that's Raw. Tune in this Thursday when I attempt to review TNA Impact. I can't even give you a preview of what the show is going to be about because, well, this show doesn't make any sense right now. But anyway, until then, this is shintigercurl, that dude in the straw hat, and Joe, saying goodnight and wrestle on.